This podcast brought to you by Audible.
Or not. We don't know.
But it could be.
Are you a
I'm
nerd?
gonna have to read up on that.
Are you illiterate? Are you illiterate? Do you need your books read to you like a child?
Or maybe you're a loser that likes books.
Or maybe you want to stick it to the voice actors and listen to all the AI-generated audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
Who buys books you can't burn?
Just toss the whole Kindle on there.
Yeah. I'm not going to burn a Kindle. They got lithium batteries. That's expensive.
That is expensive.
All right. Do you guys remember? What do you guys remember from the last session, I suppose?
We were in a room with pots.
Yes.
Broke all the pots.
We were in a room with broken pots, my dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I am remembering this.
You are in a room with broken pots. You were accosted by a crystal ooze.
Of whom we obtained a shard.
Yes, you did obtain a crystalline ooze shard. You also attempted to long rest, but were thwarted on your first attempt by Nefertiti, the embalmer. But through Ahmed's counter song and some good rolls, you guys managed to pop up a tiny hut. And I believe that is where we left off, basically, because you guys were going to long rest. Are you guys doing watches, or are you just going to take a nap in the hut?
I think we're just taking a nap because the tiny hut would usually provide the protection, right?
Yes,
That's
that
true.
is correct.
Yeah. I think we'll still. Well, wait. Were we short resting or long resting?
Now, I didn't mean that as a loaded question.
I mean, like, we could look outside of the tiny hut. We're not gonna just like stare at the wall.
We can see out, right? I'm pretty sure.
Can we see out?
You can see out.
Mm-hmm.
People can't see in. And that was it. And I think you guys were long resting because you were trying to get your big spells back. And I believe, yes, in the last video, Ahmed said that he was excited because Jeeves could come back.
That is actually, provided DM does allow me to make Jeeves.
I will allow it. There's enough sand around.
You've been spelling Jeeves with a J.
No, I've been spelling it with a G because it's
G.
great
We're
value. GV.
It's
right,
phonetic,
gotcha.
right?
All
You're saying it phonetically.
Hooked on Pahonics, working for me.
Yeah.
That's an old reference. The phonics game. The phonics game.
Is that Mike Birbiglia?
I don't know. I just remember the commercials.
Phonics monkey?
All right.
Pentaphonics.
Something is going to happen as you guys are sitting in your tiny hut.
Wait, we're taking a long rest though, right?
Yes.
All right. Let me make sure I got all my hit points back and all my
Jimmy Jazz.
stuff. And we get, how many hit dice do we get back? Is it all of them? It's like half actually, right?
You only get half of your maximum hit die back.
Although, you know what? It looks like I already did all my stuff. Sorry. I didn't mean to break the suspense.
Dang.
All right. I'm going to just assume you guys are maybe taking like turns being awake. Like at least then somebody is always awake.
Yeah, you guys want to roll? You going to roll to see who's awake when this happens? We'll roll a d4.
I already did it.
Oh, never mind.
And guess who? It's Zin.
Oh man,
Zin. As you sit awake, you are going to notice something. The walls of the tomb and the just sort of air around you become a bit cold. Even through the tiny hut, you can feel that sort of cold almost radiating towards you guys, but the tiny hut is rebutting this chill. But more importantly, as you look around, it looks like dust and sort of things around you are moving at a quicker pace, almost as if time is moving forward. It's sort of flowing by in this accelerated rate. Occasionally, you'll see things moving about. Mice will move by the tiny hut, realize they can't get through, and then scurry away really quick. You see a rock fall, hit a mouse. A couple of rats come over to it, start gnawing and chewing on it, leave. Its body and corpse sort of rots and decays away. Some of this food that you guys left out does the same. It just sort of sits there exposed and then rots into basically sand and dust.
While this is happening, I'm going to try to get into Ahmed's bag and see if we've overturned his item.
Checking his bag, his item is not, his hourglass, which I will post again here. It is not turned over. But you do notice that the blue sand is glowing, similar to when you guys were in this room near that altar.
Interesting.
It's glowing. Well, I guess I'm asleep, so.
It's glowing blue.
Yeah.
So the sand in it is glowing blue, but it is not falling either direction.
Okay. Where in the night are we?
Well, there really is no night or day. You're probably about 6 hours into the nap, though.
Okay. I'm gonna think about that while we finish up. Are people starting to wake up now?
Yeah, we'll say that time sort of continues forward. You sort of cautiously sort of rest a bit, rest your eyes. And about this time, everyone starts to wake up, and you can feel the tiny hut slowly, its power waning, as I believe the time limit on it is slowly coming to an end.
Oh, I'm going to roll over and accidentally put my arm over El Chad.
Okay, hold on.
He's like embracing you as you wake up.
I'm
spooning you.
1d2. One, I'm awake.
All right.
Oh, no, El Chad's asleep.
All right, Horace, make a dex save.
All right. Hey.
All right. You roll over and put your arm around him and don't smack him with the big heavy armor that you're wearing while you're trying to sleep.
Oh, wouldn't we doff our armor when we're what? Well,
you were wearing the gauntlets.
I was wearing the gauntlets.
Keep the gauntlets on.
I keep the gauntlets on so I don't accidentally touch myself impurely.
Yeah, that is what they teach you in Paladin school.
They teach you in Paladin school. They make you sleep with your gauntlets on.
Yeah. But only if they've caught you. So, keep that in mind. That's some hidden lore for later.
Yeah.
As you start to sort of awake, Miard or Ahmed, I believe you have summoned your fella.
Ahmed's a little bleary-eyed, but he does. And
all right.
Our great value Ahmed, or Jeeves, if you will, comes back.
Jeeves, he begins to form right in front of you. And he has his hands up for some reason when he's being summoned, and he hello, master.
Welcome back, Jeeves. We missed you.
I missed you as well. I missed you as I died horrifically. Did I help?
Did he help, guys?
Yes.
Oh, I think he helped a lot.
Yeah, you helped a lot, Jeeves.
Did a fantastic job there, Jeeves.
Yes. You valiantly took the place of one of us.
He starts to get a little misty-eyed. Oh, thank you, master. And as the teardrop falls off his cheek, it turns to sand.
There. Don't cry. We're all back together again.
Of course. And I'm caught up on what's going on because as you know, Master, have your memories.
Does does he know that Ahmed is mildly annoyed with him at all times?
Yes.
Okay.
I will try to do better this time.
It makes him extra clingy.
Well, also too, he in your own memory, he has a memory of watching himself die, which is a little kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. Is this what death feels?
Yeah.
Oh, well, see that you do your best, But that being said, glad you're back.
And I'm glad to be back.
Well, looks like the Sandman put some sand in your eyes, and I tap El Chad's foot. Try to wake him up a bit.
Oh. Hey, it's not my gauntlet. Hey, Horace. I kick him awake.
Horse is like spooning you.
Yeah. Oh. What's? Oh, sorry.
That better be your holy book. Poking me in the back.
Oh, it's my Extreme Teen Bible. As I pull out, it is in fact my holy book.
Ah, good. I see you read the article about wearing your gauntlets.
Oh yeah, I never go to bed without my gauntlets on.
Okay, that is 100% in the Extreme Teen Bible is wearing your gauntlets because you touch yourself at night.
Yeah.
But you are all sort of awakened. You do see, I imagine, what is Zin doing?
Zin is pondering the room. I guess he's sort of noticing that people are waking up now. And I'll inform them that I think time accelerated while we were sleeping.
And what would make you think that?
I'll describe the events and point out the now rotting beans.
Oh shit, that was supposed to be breakfast.
Yeah. Wait, is it the beans that are inside the hut as well?
I'll say because you guys smashed the vases, the beans that are in the hut have not sort of decayed into mush, but the ones outside of it have.
Okay. Because there was we had a running tally of how many beans we had because they're pretty good.
They are pretty good. Can
Good
Ahmed...
bean. I have 10 good beans.
Yes.
Good beans. Can Ahmed do a bit of a check to see, given the information that Zin just gave him and the vision, the visuals of the rotting beans on the outside and the not rotting beans on the inside, and his knowledge of the dreamscape in general, to just sort of see what exactly happened, maybe attempt to know something, or is it just pretty clear?
This?
Yeah, I think it'd be an Arcana more likely, just for an idea of what maybe happened.
All right, I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Oofa doofa, that's high. You kind of look around, sort of examine it. You know that the dreamscape and subsequently the maze tend to be attuned to things, right? Like they're anchor points. Now in the dreamscape, those realms are anchored by generally like locations or feelings or things like that, right? Very rarely are they attached to an entity. To whereas the Maze of Monsters is. They tend to be connected to an entity or some higher purpose, right? And sort of as you sit here and ponder this acceleration of time, you look down and you see your hourglass. The blue on it slowly fading back to its normal mute color. And you are able to at least piece 2 and 2 together. If this tomb is for the Faceless One, and the Faceless One is indeed Menthis, and that this is Menthis's hourglass, he seems to have a pretty heavy association with time. So therefore, you can assume that the maze has some sort of mechanism that would, from what you can assume, may accelerate time, which would certainly deal with quite a few intruders, considering that even a mild exposure to certain traps you've run into has aged you dramatically, much like the hourglass had. But also may have other properties involving time. The maze is hard to explain without knowing its controller or its entity that it's attached to. But you at least have come to that conclusion. There is some Memphis must be associated with some sort of temporal magics, and that is bled into the very being of this tomb.
Oof. It's a little spooky, guys. I think we should get out of here.
Oh, I agree with that.
Well,
but weren't we trying to get something before we left? Or did we get it already? Was it this time thing?
No, you were trying to get Memphis's beckoning codex.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we haven't found that yet. So
let's get that codex and get the hell out of here before we turn into old men.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. One of you guys...
Not that there's anything wrong with that, Ahmed.
I'm not old, or at least I wasn't when I... Well, maybe I am now. And he's sort of
You are not old, master. You're as spry as a silver fox.
He perks up a little bit. He's like, thank you, Jeeves. I appreciate that.
Of course.
And you are not old either. Today is your first day.
Yes, I'm the youngest of all of us. But I have lived many lifetimes.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not supposed to divulge
no. Be quiet.
Information about our... Okay.
No, he was just kidding. He doesn't actually want to hear you speak.
Yes, of course.
It's called sarcasm. It's called sarcasm, Jeeves.
Yes, I am quite the rube.
I feel bad now. We shouldn't be so mean to you, Jeeves.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. You took one for the team earlier.
You did. Everyone, yes. Let's hear it for Jeeves.
You're a contributing member.
Oh, please.
Starts clapping.
You're a member.
Jeeves, I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to take out a piece of paper, and I'm going to write meets expectations on it, and I'm going to give it to him.
Give him 3 out of 5.
Oh, well then, I will do my best to help you all. I feel like I'm my not to sound problematic, master, but I feel like my own man.
Yes, Jeeves, you are a great companion. Isn't that right, guys? And I look over at El Chad and I nod my head.
Yeah. El Chad was clapping for him earlier.
Nice.
There's a moment where Zin looks at him very suspiciously when he says he feels like his own man.
That is spooky. Jeeves, that was spooky. Okay, that was spooky though.
Oh, I did not mean to insinuate individuality, sir.
Very good, very good.
Okay, let's go before your construct.
Yeah, let's...
Before your construct gains consciousness, like Johnny 5. Is this door over here that we want to open?
I learned the other day. I actually asked the maze controller what that was with my marble. It's totally a red herring and or death. So don't go into the doors that have smoke billowing out of them. That looks like mouths.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we learned that last time.
Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
Yes.
When we all spent 2 months in the dreams escape.
Yes.
Time is very strange here. It's only been a little bit, but it feels like it's been months.
In fact, I feel like I've aged 17 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like we went to bed last night and I woke up and it's been like 3 weeks.
Does Zin have a good beard, or is it like one of those little scraggly ones that wizardly people sometimes have, like apprentice?
I would assume under the context, it grew rapidly while I was standing still. So whatever, it probably just looks like a bush on my face right now.
Oh, looking good.
You're allowed to shave it, I imagine, in your tiny hut. You
I left it.
as you round this corner, something you are going to notice is what looks like little bits of bone and some silk laying in a pile, or a couple of piles, 3 of them in this room, and what looks like the sinew of what was a bunch of giant tomb spiders, now since decayed and picked to pieces.
Oh, I have fond memories of killing those spiders. It seems like they shouldn't be that far along yet. You know what I mean?
Can I do a medicine or nature check to see, like, to try to guesstimate how long it would take for them to decay to that point?
Yes, you can.
Medicine or
I'll let you
nature?
do. Either one will actually work in this. One.
Nature, 16.
16. You can assume, because a lot of these parts are not exactly biodegradable. Like, obviously, their flesh and hair would decay probably first. But these little chunks of bone have degraded to a point that you can assume, roughly, give or take, 60 years.
Fuck.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
I can pay that to the party.
Or hang out in tiny huts.
Oh boy, I'm a human, so I can't be hanging out here too long, guys.
Yeah, it's true. One thing, though, shouldn't we make this excursion worth our while, though? You know what I mean? While we're here, shouldn't we try to get some treasure?
Oh yeah.
I found.
I thought that's what we were
spell
doing.
book, so I'm good to go.
Oh,
I thought
You
we were
see-
trying to get treasure.
well, we are, of course. I mean, I feel like we should. Well, the guy at the beginning, the Sphinx character who asked us a riddle,
Yeah.
he said that we could speak to him and get some treasure.
From him?
Yeah. And now that I have this super cool harp, the desert harp, I think I can force him to give us the treasure. I mean, we could either do that, or we could go down that hole with all the spiders up there, Horace. But it's up to you.
Ooh. Well, do we miss any secret doors? Is that our only options? We should talk to that guy anyway if you think you can get some treasure out of him.
Oh, yeah.
As a reminder, if you guys need to know, this hole led
Yeah.
to what looks like a tunnelway where you found
Yeah.
a dead sea dwarf and a bunch of little spiders.
Yeah.
This hole over here led down. You guys never checked it. You just kind of looked at it and said, well, we'll come back here. But you can assume it leads down, but perhaps in a different place. And then the Guardian of Riddles did say that he had one more riddle. If you solved it, he would reward you with an item.
Yeah, I'm down to try and get that item before we go into the spider pit.
Oh, we don't have to. Let's put it to a vote.
Well, you can go try to get the item, and I will watch from the other room.
Well, I do need a little bit of a guide because it seems like those skeletons that lined the walls saluted you, El Chad. They looked a little scary to me.
Well, I'll lead you through there, but I'm not gonna go.
You're going to stay in the rat room.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay next to the guys that saluted me. I'm not gonna fucking.
You're not going to come along through the
Yeah,
rat
I
room
don't want
with
to
me.
risk my life for an item. Who knows?
Oh, Chad, where's your sense of adventure?
When was the last time we were home?
Adventurers don't think about going home. They think
When
about
was the
going on
last
adventures.
time we went to church, Horace?
I think it's
Every
been about
night,
I think it's been about 60 years.
Oh, fine, forget it. Let's just find this book so that we can give it to the maze controller and be out of here.
Well,
No,
maybe we'll talk to that Sphinx guy on the way out. I pat
El
Ahmed on the
Chad.
shoulder.
Looking down the tunnel, you see that there is quite a large mass of webs along the wall of this tunnel. And looking straight down, you do see what looks like a tomb spider crouched at the bottom of the tunnel.
Ah, God damn it.
Well, let's drop something heavy on it.
All right. El Chad.
That's like a guardian of riddles.
Like great value, Ahmed?
No.
I'm far too light.
I hesitate to say this, guys, but I am wearing some pretty heavy armor.
You want to jump down there? Or should I just toss my shovel down there?
I will say this, El Chad. We could force the Sphinx to go fight that spider for us.
How?
With the harp.
If you want to try it.
I will also allow Horus to hurl his body down.
Yeah, that's also totally fine.
Can I give it the people's elbow?
I think you should.
You are extremely fucking heavy.
I'll back you up.
All right.
Now, I will say it's an 80-foot drop, but you will gain resistance from it because you're gonna smash straight into a spider.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like a.
Can I give him a spell that'll help with that?
If you can, whatever you guys think outside the box if you have to.
All right, let's see what kind of spells I got here.
Zin, the fire hurts these things, right?
Yep.
Do you want to maybe fire in the hole down there before Horus lands on him?
Yeah, I can do that.
Maybe you should fire it off like as Horus is halfway down the shaft.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll prepare to cast fireball.
But do try to time that so that it hits him before I'm there.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to get fireballed.
That would be beneficial.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'll do my best. I'll calculate it.
Fucking Steed.
Nice.
What if I summoned a horse underneath me as I was falling? So I fell on him with my armor and a horse.
That's fucking retarded. And hold on. We cast this at the same time, and El Chad is also gonna cast Fine Steed, and then I'm gonna order.
We're just gonna throw horses at the same.
Oh my god! I don't even know how to resolve this.
Well, let's see. What's a horse is a large creature, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, war horse.
Draft horse? Do we want to
Pony,
get a draft
camel,
horse?
elk, or mastiff? Yeah.
Draft horse is. Oh, it doesn't have the pounds on it.
I'm pretty sure an elk is the heaviest.
Think an elk is the heaviest? Probably.
Well, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It's the greatest idea I've ever heard.
Oh no, dude!
God.
A draft horse can be 2,000 pounds. So
What? That's crazy.
that's wild.
Yeah, the horse itself would likely weigh between 1,000 and 1,500 pounds.
Oh my god.
So am I going to throw the fireball, or are we just dropping a horse on this guy?
Drop horses on him.
Two horses and a Horus, or just two horses?
Now I'm kind of feeling like Horus is superfluous because we're dropping
You could ride
4,000 pounds of horses.
Hold on. We could ride the horses.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna say. Because you guys remember these spiders did have quite a bit of health.
Yeah.
So it would be, because the horses are falling 10 feet, it'd be 8d10, twice with the horses.
Yeah,
or it could be 3 times if Horace is there. And Horace, you're only going to take 4d10 from landing on top of all these animals.
Now, if he rides the horse down, will he still have damage?
I will reduce it to 2d10.
All right, me and Horace are gonna do it together then.
All right.
Holding
Aim for the bushes.
We're gonna Bonnie and Clyde it, holding hands
on their horses.
All right. You guys, okay. Armed is our great value. Armed Jeeves is gonna lean over to Armed and go, "Is this a good idea?"
It's a great idea.
I don't know. Good luck. Good luck in Yasni speed, gentlemen.
Valiant heroes.
I'm gonna join too. I don't know what the penalty is gonna be for trying to time this.
Well, let us get down there first.
Okay, and then fireball you. Drop it on top.
No fireball.
Definitely fireball secondary.
Okay.
Yeah. If the spider's alive still, then you can fireball.
Okay.
All right. So both of you summon these. What do you summon? Horses? Big horses?
Draft horses. Clydesdales. Big
Drafts horses.
There
you guys give each other a knowing look. And then leap into the hole. Falling and falling and falling.
This isn't what a winged hussar is, guys.
All right. I need, as you come smashing, the web can't hold on to the weight of everything coming down the hole. The spider looks like it's about to leap up towards you and then kind of, as much as a spider can, give this look of, oh shit. And when it happens, it's too late. All right. I need both of you to roll 8d10s.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, you need to roll double that, actually. So each of you roll double that.
16 d10s?
16 d10s.
Oh, man.
90.
Jeez.
All right.
Of course, I'm always one behind El Chad.
You're only going to take 3 damage. The spider just turns to gooey mush. And hair and everything just goes flying. The horse's bones break underneath your weight. That's what you. El Chad land on this corpse of this horse spider. It didn't stand a chance. And I'll give you this. It's so much damage that the gory, gooey viscera of this tomb spider, you see a couple of little spiders running around, but the viscera is so intense and so, like, just violent that it floods through here and squishes all the other spiders.
Oh. Thank you,
hold on.
for your sacrifice.
I need one of you two to make a witty comeback.
Well, that's how you make some glue.
Honoring the sacrifice of the horses. Perfect.
Looks like the spider couldn't catch these fly-ass guys.
Yeah.
Horace looks a little confused.
I'm going to take this spider off because there's, like, no more of it.
Yeah.
Jeeves looks around and he's like, they climb down slowly and come down. He goes, oh, I feel a little bad for the horses.
Did our horses just splatter too?
Their corpses are on the ground. They don't magically disappear. They're just there.
They're just dead horses.
You get this horrifying realization that because of the weirdness of the maze, those were living creatures you just destroyed.
Oof.
We summon them from another plane of existence.
Yeah.
Oh. Rest easy. We hardly
Stallion.
knew ye. Yeah.
Trigger. It's a good horse name.
As you guys climb down,
Looks like that
see-
spider couldn't beat this dead horse.
Brad, you gain inspiration.
Well, I cheated because Sam sent me a GIF here of a guy beating a horse. So.
You know what? Samurai Jake gets inspiration then.
I'll allow it.
Oh, Chad, did your horse have a name? Or was it one of those, if you name it, then you have to care what happens to it?
Yeah, it was named Horsey.
Okay.
I'm not very creative here.
Mine is named Tim.
Rest easy, Tim. All right.
Poor Tim.
Oh, well,
All right.
Horace, you've been
Entering
down here
this-
before. Sorry, I
Oh,
didn't mean to
yeah.
interrupt you.
That's all right. Do you remember what was down here, Horace, or do you need me to recap it?
Let's get a little recap going,
All right.
if you don't
At
mind.
the bottom of this tomb is where is it? It was a finely hewn shaft, which is what you guys came down, into a intricately carved hallway. However, to the south appears to be broken rubble. It seems like something had pickaxed its way through the wall or dug its way through the wall and was building what looks like a tunnel. You cannot see behind the bin, but you do see a dead sea dwarf. You can maybe make the assumption he was attempting to dig out of here. But obviously that did not go well. And to your east, or to the east, is a large tomb door.
A tomb door?
A tomb
Door. Okay.
And this way, you go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was just going to ask. This just goes around the corner. We didn't.
Yes, you just
Explore
haven't
further.
gone down that way.
Okay.
El Chad's gonna walk there, poking the floor in front of him along the way with his lance.
Oop. All right, start actually here.
Okay. Here.
As you poke
It
the lance
explodes.
in front of you, I need you to make a dex save.
All right. Dexterity.
As you
24.
push down on the floor in front of you, you hear a chunk, and almost instinctually, you pull your hand and your weapon back, and a large and like 10 foot by 10 by 10 blade swings by, which would have easily bisected you. But it swings by and goes into the wall. A slit so narrow and so thin, you would not have noticed it with the naked eye.
El Chad's gonna poke it again to see if it happens again.
When you click it again, you're tunk, and then another swing swings by.
Put over there, y'all chat.
What about this one over here? Does the square do it?
This square?
Yeah.
It does.
Okay. Well, there's blades here, guys. See, when you click it, and do I have anything fun to put in there?
Yeah, you can mark it if you like.
No, I was gonna put something in it to see.
Oh, like to get something cut in half.
Yeah, like but I don't have a watermelon.
Do you have a vegetable or a bean, maybe?
Now, if you hold up a bean to be cut in half, I will need a dexterity save.
I've got a sea dwarf parchment.
I wouldn't destroy that.
Yeah, that seems possibly useful. A javelin?
No, those are useful.
A shield.
I guess if we had stone shape, we could deactivate it.
What about the next one? If we jump over it.
Yeah, I was about to say, is there any? Can I reach over there with my lance?
It's 10 foot.
I don't think a lance is 10 feet.
Oh,
It is.
Oh, it is it?
It's
Actually,
got reach. Yeah.
lance might. Okay, yeah, it can reach that far now. All right, you poke at this one. I'm gonna need another dex save.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is he leaning across?
As you're leaning across, you press it and you hear the ceiling go and then slam down onto the ground. You just barely, like your lance gets pushed down by it, but you manage to yank your hand back fast enough to not have it completely smash the end of your lance.
And that came down on the that's
on
where
these two squares.
ah shit.
Which two?
Because I don't think that way is safe.
Poke it again.
It came on these two?
Yes, those
Yeah.
two.
Okay. Well, now we should be able to jump over there because the ceiling has already fell. It can't fall again.
Take a peek up there.
It retracts itself back up.
It's
So
like
basically,
one of
like
those
a big
Thumpers
hammer
Mario.
just slams itself down and then lifts itself back up. You could assume that should you have found the first trap and then simply leaped over to the second trap, it would have just crushed you.
Oh man, that was smart thinking by the temple designers, guys. Or the dungeon. I don't know what you'd call them, masters or something.
Yeah.
Memphis has proven very good at temple design, it seems.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes sense why the sea dwarf was over here trying to dig his way out instead of just walk over to the door.
Well, we could theoretically slow time
Oh, yeah, that's true.
and get over there. Kind of walk a little bit fast and get over there real quick.
Huh.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. You want me to get right over here and speed up time, gentlemen?
Slow down.
Slow
don't
time?
speed it up.
Oh,
Then
well, I
we'll die
I
real
thought
fast.
that if we sped up time, that means that we would be fast. But I guess I could also slow time down.
that is probably because if you speed up time, then we get haste. So I think you're right, actually.
Wait.
What's the radius for it?
quite a
It
lot.
is 20 feet.
20 feet?
Don't we age a bunch when that happens, though?
It doesn't age
Sin-
us
Sin's
when
gonna
we
step
use
out of
something
this.
quickly.
Yeah.
You guys go ahead.
Yeah. El Chad's gonna.
You can see the aura, right?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, are you leaving too, Elchad? Sorry,
I don't want to get older again.
No, well, I'm only
They're
gonna turn
like
it.
having
I'm only
this
gonna haste us for 1 second.
Yeah, you'll only be like 2 weeks older.
No, or less. All right. I'm gonna look at Horace and go, "You know what to do. You know the plan."
Oh yeah.
And I'm just gonna quickly activate it and say,
All right.
run across, Horace."
Now Horace is still going to jump over this first one because that blade came out like real fast, and he's going to land on the hammer one,
Boom.
and then try to do like a land and a tuck and a roll.
You land on the hammer one. When it does, you hear it clunk and begin moving down, but you're moving at an extremely fast rate. So, where are you going next?
Well, we probably should have thrown a javelin at this one, but I'm going to go to this one now. I'm
All
gonna
right,
roll
I need
forward.
a
Horace
dex
explodes.
save, but at advantage.
Oh yeah, all right. We should have sent someone a little more dexterous. You sure it's not a charisma save?
I'm fairly
Oh
certain.
no, a 13.
A 13 as it another blade swings by. You see it, Horace. You're moving at this very fast rate, but you just you didn't notice it coming out because it came out of this wall as opposed to this one, which the other one did. So it
man.
Swings by, and then I'm gonna roll this real on. Okay. That means that you are going to take 10 points of slashing damage as it swings past you, clinking off the dwarven armor. But what do? Because you're still moving fast.
I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm doing like forward rolls, like just like continuous forward rolls.
All right, stepping on that one. I'm gonna need another dex save.
And not stepping. This is my shoulder. I'm rolling.
Rolling.
I'm
with
upside
advantage.
down. I'm upside down with advantage. All right, another dex save. Come on, Horace. 14.
14 is fortunately not going to do it. You feel
as a hammer comes to.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that. I need you to make a strength save.
All right, at least I'm strong. Just normal.
Yes.
All right. Oh, I'm stronger than I am dexterous. Oh, that's 23.
As it lifts you off of the ground and towards the ceiling, you are going to take only 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you luckily were on your back. So as you go up towards the ceiling, you're able to put your hands and legs out and stop it from fully extending and crushing you.
My elbow.
And then at the last second, you can roll your way out.
I roll off and land in front of the door, flat on my back. And I go, all right, guys, it's safe.
I don't...
And I'm no longer fast either, right? Because I'm out of the...
Yeah. So you're actually lethargic.
Yeah.
Armed says...
I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah. Armed, he goes, you guys want to come... Okay, Armed's actually going to he's going to turn off the haste. And he looks over so that we're not, aging unnecessarily. And then he looks over at Horace, and he's like, "You okay over there, buddy?"
Mostly, all my limbs are still here,
All right. Can Armed see the door from this distance, or no? Mr. Garrett?
Do we lose Garrett?
Did he lose power, possibly?
His power is coming back on. His machine's rebooting.
Nope, he just said my power went out. Okay.
You see a door, I think.
You can see the dog.
Thing Tim and
the door.
Tim and Horsey. We didn't know you that well.
Man, that was pretty solid. Oh man, yeah, I'm just lying. I'm just gonna lie here for a little bit, guys. I'm tired.
Well, you've earned a good rest.
Well, I'm afraid to rest because last time we rested, 60 years went by.
Oh no. That a good little breather after running so fast with all that armor.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I did. I was pretty much like the best at Paladin school with the obstacle course.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's no problem. He's like bleeding. It's like, that's no problem.
Dude, I love how our DM goes. He adds some like little bit of lore playing playing Jeeves, and you're like, tell us about that.
All right.
Tell us all about that. Hey, welcome back.
That was. I loved it. Like he barely made it, and then the power went out.
Yeah,
I know.
So Ahmed turned it off, and I guess he asked if he could see. Oh, are you back? Did we lose
Yeah,
him
I'm
again?
here. I'm getting Kenku and stuff set up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I just love the idea that, like, from Horace's perspective, all of that was going like slow.
Yeah.
And he still managed to get hit by like most of it.
2/3 of it.
Yeah. No.
What does the door look like?
That you can see from there?
Yes. And maybe Horace can inspect it
Yeah,
a little closer.
I'll relay back to the rest of the party what I see too as I'm lying in front of this thing.
All right. The door is a rather plain-looking sandstone door. Two large, sort of basically solid blocks of sandstone pressed against one another. On the surface of it, you see what looks like the faded carving of a mind flayer's head. However, what detail was on its face have now since faded away, only basically leaving the silhouette of this mind flayer's head. A faceless one, if you might.
Oh,
Ooh,
guys, some kind of octopus man, but it's like faded, so I can't make out the details of the face. It's like almost faceless.
Oh, that's top. That makes sense, actually.
Oh, why?
Well, we're in the tomb of the faceless one.
Oh yeah. Man, you're smart, Ahmed.
Oh, I try. I am a sage, after all.
Yeah.
I'm going to look over at El Chad and Zin and say, would you like some speed to get across?
Well, hang on. Does it look like it's sealed from the inside or the outside?
Oh, good.
Horace, who's close to it, can make an investigation check.
All right. I'm not very smart, guys.
Hey.
18.
18.
Figure out which way a
But
door
you're
goes.
smart enough to know which way a door goes.
Is it a push or a pull door, Horace?
Outside.
Yep.
So the side...
Huh?
Oh, yep. Hold on. I'm back. Okay, my internet jacked up. You can tell, Horace, since you can tell which way a door goes, that it was sealed from the outside, so the side that you are on.
It looks like somebody sealed it from this side.
And with an 18, you actually do find something.
Oh.
Sort of investigating around, you see what looks like a little runic symbol etched in the door, which you recognize immediately, Horace, as a symbol of Yasni.
Guys.
Yes.
What would a Yasnik symbol be doing on the door of this like demonic tomb? Although I guess those skeletons also seem to be fans of Yasni. Are we raiding a Yasnik tomb right now?
Or maybe they were trying to keep something in here.
Some kind of octopus man.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably open this door then, huh?
Watch out for magical glyphs that'll teleport you to your death.
Oh yeah, I don't want any of that.
You could die horribly.
Yes, but you know, to die horribly in the name of Yasni is the greatest purpose of a paladin.
Most of them don't last as long as even you have.
Exactly. If I had to put a number on it, I would say I'm like an 11th order paladin.
Well, give that handle a turn.
Well, maybe you guys should come back me up first. I mean, like, if I have to make a quick escape, I'm gonna get like pounded and crushed by like 4 sets of traps.
So true. So true. Hang on.
Zin just appears
Zin,
next to you.
Zin,
He's
you
gonna
could have done
misty
that the whole time.
Well, I didn't know if this area was trapped too, or if it'd
Oh,
even be
but-
worth the coming over.
Fair enough.
I look over at El Chad and I say, "Would you like some haste?"
Oh, might as well.
All right. Get a running jump maybe.
All right.
All right, and I flip it on.
All right.
All right.
As you flip it on, Chad, you bolt on forward. What's your strength score, by the way?
I have a 20 strength.
20 strength. All right, and all right, you can jump 20 feet
Oh.
with a running jump, which is what I assume you're doing.
Yeah, so I can get to the last one,
Yeah.
and then I just have to roll off the last one.
Yes.
right.
So I will need a dex save with advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Easily. El Chad like rolls and does that kind of like superhero pose when he gets to the end. You know, he's got his like hand down on his knee, and the thing hadn't even started lifting yet by the time he had made it across. And a boom.
El Chad just kind of flexes.
Jeeves,
wow.
Jeeves claps and goes, "Well done, El Chad. That was great."
But I'm sure yours will be better, Master.
You know, I don't think I'm going to run across this. And he misty steps. If I can find it. Where do I have it?
I trust that you. There it is.
You trust that I have it. Yeah. I misty step right across.
Oh, fantastic, Master.
I say, Jeeves, you come along as well when the door opens.
All right. As he stands there ready and wait.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I actually do another look over of this Yasni symbol, and also look at the rest of the door for traps or magical properties, anything like that. So I could Arcana or could I Investigation?
You can Investigation.
Okay.
Unless are you looking at the symbol specifically, or are you trying to find something else? Basically?
Let's see. I wanted to do both, actually. Do an observation on the symbol to know what it means. And then
all right, so that's an Arcana.
Okay, so I'll do that. And then... and then...
with that Arcana check, you are examining this symbol.
Mm-hmm.
It looks to be some sort of paladin seal. It's kind of old paladin magic. It works similar to something like an arcane lock. However, unlike an arcane lock, which can be dispelled using a knock spell, or by simply dispelling it, this one can also be dispelled by expending at least 10 points of lay on hands.
Well, I relay that to the paladins. I say, "Oh, I'm surprised you guys didn't recognize this." And then I tell them what they have
you guys
to do to
are
unlock
you're
it.
lucky I found that at all right?
Yeah, good job, Horace, of course. I guess the other thing is to check to see if it's trapped.
All right.
Which I'm going to investigate.
Investigating and checking around this door. It does not appear to be trapped. However, the mechanism in opening it does not appear to be obvious. From what your investigation can tell, that unlike the other tomb doors, this one appears to have no mechanical mechanism to open it.
What is the door made of?
Sandstone? It is made of sandstone.
Huh. Fairly brittle material.
Sandstone's fairly tough. I mean, it's basically like a type of rock. It's just a sand-colored rock.
Oh, okay. All right.
Same thing the pyramids are made of.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What is the seal made of?
The seal is arcane in nature, so it is not physically etched into the door. It is almost like magically painted on it.
I see. Well, gentlemen, if we are to proceed, Chad, I think you have to use your lay on hands to open this door up.
Yeah, I'll use 10 points of lay on hands for it to open it.
Master, it may teleport you to your death.
Oh, don't worry, I won't touch it. But thank you for the heads up. You're a valued member of this team. Good looking out.
Thank you. I feel like a valued member.
You definitely are. And he says that as he's turning away to not look at him anymore.
All right.
All right. Lay on hands has been laid.
All right. As you touch it, the door begins to crack with these sort of arcane cracks, these golden etches sort of flowing through this otherwise plain looking door. And then once they have finished, the door, both of these two blocks slide to either side, revealing a hallway. Oop. Come on, give me my reveal tool. There we go. Revealing a hallway leading to what looks like a massive sarcophagi. The walls of this hallway are etched with golden calligraphy and symbols. It looks like down this hallway depicts a grand empire rising from the sand.
Guys,
Curious architecture.
Do you guys think this is the first empire?
It could be.
I'll step into the room here.
You know, El Chad.
Can I? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know, El Chad, I really like that lance stepping technique that you used earlier. That was quite good.
Yeah. El Chad's gonna do it on his way up here too.
All right. The first step in, Horace, you are immediately accosted with this unnatural cold.
Ooh.
This cool air seems very unsettling. You can almost feel your divine sort of power being suppressed by this unholy cold. Whatever is in this tomb is very bad. And you also can sense, even without your divine sense being active, that like there is some bad undeath in here.
Oh, guys, I think we better be ready if we're gonna go through here. But this is also probably where the thing we're trying to get is the book, the codex, because if I was building a tomb, a great ancestral tomb, and I had a codex that I thought was really neat, I would probably put it in the place that was the most dangerous for tomb robbers. But that's just me. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
I'm not like an architect or anything.
From the sound of the doors opening, how loud was that? So what I'm trying to find out is
fairly loud.
Okay, so
loud enough to wake the dead.
Well, I know that was good.
So they know about
Hey, quit horsing around over there, Zin.
Ahmed's going to look to the gang over here, and he's going to say, do you think we're going to have to deal with more possessions? Do you think that's probable?
Are you saying we should get the brand ready?
No, I'm
No.
going to say, do you think that's something that we're going to have to deal with in here?
That's a good point.
Probably.
All right. Well, he's going to look over at Jeeves, and he's going to say, Jeeves, I want you to play your best counter charm tunes. Maybe it sounds like an ominous organ or something.
Yes, I'll do that right away. He picks it up and he starts playing an ominous tune.
Wow.
You all should feel
ominous,
like...
Jeeves.
Say that again, Brad.
I said, that's pretty ominous, Jeeves.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
So now, if you're within 30 feet of Jeeves, you have added ability to not be possessed. So.
Oh, okay. Keep it in tight, guys.
Keep it tight, boys. Should we single file behind El Chad?
Hey, where is El Chad? Is he behind underneath?
I think he's under Zin's token.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, El Chad's gonna start poking the floor. Two steps ahead.
Floor?
Now,
Yeah.
as he's doing that, can I sort of investigate these murals that we're walking past? Just to of do a history check almost?
Yeah, you can make a history check.
All right. Finally, guys, my time at Paladin School pays off.
Let's go.
Woo.
You start looking at these murals, and you're remembering the murals upstairs, and you're remembering what you do remember of the Grand Empire. They taught about it a little bit in Yasnik School. It was one of the few classes you actually went to.
Yeah, it was an afternoon class, so.
And it's at that point you kind of recall some of the murals you've seen up until this point, right? They were common around the Grand Empire's time. But this one's different. This is one you haven't seen before. And you realize that the depiction of the sand to which the Grand Empire is rising from, it has an interesting pattern. And you come to a horrifying realization. That pattern is in the pattern of a maze. And this mural is depicting the Grand Empire's return after hiding in the maze of monsters.
I will keep that information to myself.
All right. As you're coming to this horrifying realization, and as you guys have stepped up at least, probably 2 squares at this point, a voice is going to echo out. Zin, you pick up on this voice immediately because this is a voice you would have encountered. As it is the voice of, let me get to her thing, Nephrites. Or Nephrites.
Nephritis?
Nephritis.
She's got the nephritis.
There's no need to look for traps. There isn't any. So, before you die, do you want to tell me why you're here?
No.
No.
We're here for the sense of adventure and comradeship.
The real adventure is the friends we made along the way.
So you were just some wayward hero.
Horace is going to look a little proud that somebody just called him a hero.
You know, in my time, I met many heroes. And I destroyed them.
Ooh.
And Yasmin, heroes too. I'm sure you met the Guardians upstairs. They
Yeah.
were like you. They came here to slay my master.
What if we just wanted to leave?
No, it's far too late for that.
Oh, Chad, we can't leave.
Hold on. There's no door. I can't just like
No.
take a left
You're
and then a right.
important. Your hero is important. We need you. My master needs you in particular.
Who's your master?
The great ruler of the Grand Empire, Memphis. But you already knew that, didn't you?
We had our suspicions. What about Chadamus?
That betrayer. He and Thraxis. They attempted to usurp my master, fled like cowards. But I am loyal. I will keep my master's will.
Well, what does your master want with us?
Does it matter? We're going to fight, and you're going to die.
Well, if we're gonna die, at least tell us where his book is. I'm dying to know.
It's right ahead. Right here, dude.
I got a couple of horses coming right your way, lady.
Well then come, hero. Face
All right.
me.
But I'm gonna tap the floor on my way because I got smushed earlier.
Take your time. We have only time on our side.
As the voice dims to a murmur, what do you all do?
What do you think, guys? I feel like we can take her.
Yeah, we can take her.
There's only one way to find out.
I think I am going to lay some hands on myself, gauntlets notwithstanding, because I did take some damage from
the swinging blades.
From the giant swinging blades. If you'll excuse me, and I turn away from everybody, and you can see my hands sort of shuffling as I lay my hands on myself for 20 hit points. Get back up there.
All right. As you heal yourself, that eerie cold grows more and more.
Oh man, I have Misty Step.
Well, keep that in your back pocket. You may need it.
I may need it later. I got it from a feat. I forgot about that. All right, guys. Well, who's going first?
Just tap the floor, El Chad.
Hold on.
You got this.
Hold on.
I'm gonna start advancing.
Hold on. There you go. You guys can have some blesses.
Hashtag blast.
Oh, hashtag blessed.
And you know what? Just for the sheer fun of it, El Chad, Jeeves is going to place his hands on you. And Ahmed's going to do the same thing to Horace. And you're each going to be a little invigorated with a bardic inspiration.
A little
very
inspired.
You have a D10 to use wherever you want.
All right.
Ooh.
I got a
All right,
1d10.
Who is blessed, by the way?
All of the player characters, but me.
Okay.
Would you like to be blessed? Well, I don't want to blow a bless if everyone else is
blow a
already
bless.
blessed.
Don't
Let me
blow
see
a
what
bless.
else. Let me see what else I got for us here.
Does bless require concentration?
Nah.
Yes.
Oh. Don't listen to me. I'm just a
All right.
fucking DM. I don't know anything.
God, it's so stupid.
No wonder you guys never die.
Nah.
Let's see. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. Before we go in there. Well, I'm gonna wait. Well, how long is it? It's gonna take like not that long to get to the end of this corridor.
No. Especially if you guys rush in.
Are we rushing in?
We
Have
usually
decided
do.
We're rushing
We
in?
usually do.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna cast Spirit Shroud on myself. Which means that I get to deal an extra 1d8 damage whenever I hit a creature within 10 feet of me. Which I'm gonna make it radiant because I feel like necrotic's not good down here. And any enemy that starts their turn within 10 feet of me has their speed reduced by 10.
All right.
Very good.
How are y'all running into this room?
Well, Chad's gonna walk behind everybody else, poking the floor, making sure he doesn't get fucking crushed.
And that is when the party is crushed. No, you step through it, and the only thing you experience is that it's getting colder and colder as you make your way towards this tomb or this sarcophagi.
Oh man.
Is anybody coming with me?
Since my
Oh
himself.
yes, I was
We
looking
send the
for,
wizard in. We send the wizard in ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was setting my spirit shroud down.
Then you see two large tapestries on either side of the sarcophagi. One of them is depicting a golden armored figure who is being basically lunged upon by a mind flayer, or a mind flayer wearing some golden robes. This mind flayer has a bit of a unique trait. Its head appears to be black, unlike the normal purple and gray that it tends to be. It seems to be devouring it. And then on the opposite one, it shows a mural very similar to the one you saw originally of Menthis standing atop a ziggurat. However, he is now donned in golden armor, whilst still having the mind flayer head, but with a golden halo.
I'm gonna investigate to see if I can find the book without
All right.
waking him up.
Oh.
Are you investigating the sarcophagi, or are you investigating the room?
I'm investigating the room, or actually the sarcophagi. Sarcophagus.
Right.
Locate object. Wait, he's using that.
Well, let me. You go first, sir.
Okay.
50. Then you come walking up to the sarcophagi. It is massive and imposing. It depicts, much like the murals are, what looks like a mind flayer headed creature laying on its back, with its arms crossed, wielding what looks like a small wand of some kind, in one hand and a book in the other. However, this is just a carving on top of the sarcophagi. You would need to push it open in order to see what is inside. However, Horus, you cast Locate Object, don't you?
I do.
Locating
I
object.
would like to find this book.
The book is inside the sarcophagi.
Hey, Zin, I think the book is inside the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
But I bet there's also a baddie in there. Should I ready a horse?
Maybe we should go look for his phylactery first.
Well, I mean... Okay. Oh, I'm going slow, by the way, guys. I'm lumbering around here. I forgot about that.
He's not going slow because he is cautious. He's going slow because he is forced to.
He's physically incapable of not. Does Nefertiri say anything to me?
No. She has remained eerily quiet. Or unsettlingly quiet.
Horus, can you locate that phylactery?
I can. Do we know this guy is a lich?
No.
You don't know if he's a lich, and you don't know.
He could just be immortal.
The description or name of the object.
Okay, because I was gonna say I only got 1 second level spell slot left, and I want to save that Misty Step in my back pocket.
Oh yeah.
How are we doing this, boys?
Chad, you want to help us open the?
I came here to chew gum and open sarcophaguses.
Hang on. Well, no, I'll keep +1. This doesn't require concentration. Chad is going to cast a big Guardian of Faith over it.
Spectre. Guardian of Faith.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get a token for that.
I was going to try to sleight of hand it.
You know what? I'm going to use one of these Guardian skeletons. Where you want to put it?
Well, it depends how you interpret those rules. Right? If we open the coffin, is it gonna smack if something evil or hostile to us? If it's in the coffin?
It'll be within 10 feet of it, I guess, right?
First time.
It says moves to a space, so I don't know how you want to interpret that.
Probably the first time, right? It is going to move because it is in it, right? It has to stand unless it's going to fight you in the sarcophagi.
If there's anything in there at all.
If there's anything in there at all. And it is 10 feet, so I need to put an aura on it. 10 feet. Bloop.
All right. Well,
hey guys, maybe we'll open this and there won't be a bad guy inside.
Yeah.
Then won't you feel silly for having used all your spell slots?
Yeah.
All right, Horus, get in.
All right. Out of the way, Zin. This is a job for Horus
The Bold.
the Redeemer.
Wait.
Oh.
One more thought.
It blasts Horus for 20 right now. I'm just joking.
I knew it. Should we cast the tiny hut right in the doorway?
Wouldn't that be concentration though?
Yeah, I think it is. Maybe not though. Let me check.
So he can't run away.
Hostile things can't pass through the tiny hut, right?
That's true.
Effectively blocking the door there. So if something really bad happens, we could just run into the tiny hut or run through the tiny hut.
I believe once you leave the tiny hut, you can't go back in it.
Yeah, yeah. It's something.
So it'd be
it has specific rules that you can't just stand it and fight. I think.
Oh,
just
okay.
needed
So it's
defense.
above you,
Yeah.
and then it's when you leave. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
All right,
I mean,
Horus,
in
kick
theory,
that.
you could pop it down to block a hallway, so it is useful in that regard.
Yeah.
but it
But
would block us in there too.
yeah,
All right. You guys ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Born ready. All right. Do I have to make a strength save or anything, or athletics?
you just grab it to start pushing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna push it.
All right, Horus, you grab it, start pushing it. It is at that point that you shove it open. It seems surprisingly light, as if this sarcophagus was technically made to be open.
Oh man.
And as it does, a sort of strange, spectrally green hand reaches out and grabs you.
Ah!
And hold on, let me get this over here because we got. As it does, it begins standing, this large, hulking creature.
Oh shit, guys! It's the Chadron.
Oh no.
As it stands upright, you see this creature.
Oh, Akmus. Wait, that's not the guy we came to fight. That's a macabre amalgamation.
Macabre amalgamation.
Put the books in there.
Yeah, we gotta get that book.
Yeah, well, it's standing up. Can I see it? Like the book?
You will see the book as it stands up. You see the book suspended in its body.
Of course.
As it is holding on to you, Horus, it begins sort of speaking, that strange sort of tongue, this
Is it Elder Tongue?
it is not Elder Tongue.
Okay.
But when it does, it is going to do something.
Is it Goblinoid?
It's not Goblinoid. It is going to use this action. As Horus, you are shunted out of time and into the ethereal plane.
Oh no.
You are going to end up over here.
What's it look like around here?
It is all spectral, so there's like this blue hue over everything. It's a bit unsettling to say the least. But you also notice that you are not alone. You see the silhouettes of your friends and of the creature. But you also see Nephrites. or Nefertitis there.
Oh, hello.
She is going to turn to you.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you here. I suppose time works differently, so its abilities don't work quite the way they should. But no matter. I can handle one full-space warden.
I am. Yep. I'm by myself.
And it begins turning to the rest of the party.
Does El Chad's Spirit Guardian get its attack, or you're still sorry?
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm just setting up. I will do that basically right at the beginning here.
Sure.
As it does that, time begins to sort of shift. That cold air swirls around all of you, and its thing is going to happen. So let me get. As time becomes distorted.
Oh no.
You can rearrange the sequencing of your turn.
So, the way that this mechanic is going to work is that when it activates this, time begins to distort. The initiative order basically doesn't matter. It will always go first, but you guys can put yourself in any way, including before or after Nefertiti's here.
Okay.
Even though she rolled fairly low, you can decide if you want to go after or before. And you can do that every turn. So like if El Chad's last in the turn, he can become first when it becomes your turn again, if that's what you guys want to do.
Oh, pretty cool.
As time becomes all sort of wibbly wobbly and distorted. I'm getting these things all out. All right, but that was the first thing it did on its turn was shunt him away, basically. So I need to roll this deck save real quick. A 4, so it did fail it, and it is going to take 20. The other thing that is going to happen is after that has happened, and it has taken this blast of holy energy from your guardian, you hear it sort of speaking those incantations once again, that and it begins glowing a golden hue. El Chad, you're the only one in this. Well, I guess El Chad and Horus. You feel your divine auras becoming suppressed do not function. At the start of your turn, you can make a.
Even in my temporal area?
Yes. Even in the astral plane.
Resistant to radiant, this motherfucker.
It wasn't resistant to it immediately. It got hit first, and then that happens.
Okay.
So it did take the 20.
Okay.
And you guys feel your aura is being suppressed. The very thing that sort of connects you to your god, to Yasni, is being suppressed.
It's not good.
So that means like our plus to saves that we give people is not active currently?
Yes, that or whatever your rider aura is. So like if you're devotion and you're immune to charm, you're no longer immune to charm, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now you can make a DC 18 check to get it back, at least until the end of your turn. All right, Zen. Oh, I guess no. It's however you guys want.
You guys want to switch it up, or are we good? I mean, I'm separate from the rest of the crew right now, so my order doesn't probably matter as much.
You can shift it however you like.
Yeah, let's do it this order. First round, and then we'll see what happens. You know.
Well, if one of you guys goes up there, then Zin can get sneak attack. But I don't know what he's trying to do.
Oh, that's true.
I was gonna disengage and fall back.
Like, oh, I'm running away.
Yeah, I was gonna fall back a little bit.
Don't get it twisted.
I'm not sneak attacking him. I'm running. Not that far though. So yeah, I will use cunning action to disengage as a bonus action.
All right.
And I'll fall back just here. Just get some distance from him. And I'm actually going to... Where's my item? I was just looking at it here. I'm going to consult the Celestialis Tome for a bonus on magical or extraplanar phenomenon. And I'm going to try to reason out if there is some trick to this thing's construction that might make it less intimidating.
All right. Make that Arcana check with advantage.
Yes.
Your mom's an Arcana check.
Your mom's an Arcana check.
That's not true.
All right.
So 22.
Looking at this thing, you can tell this is a horrible bit of machinery. You are basically able to glean the information on its description here that this was a weapon used by the Grand Empire to basically destroy heroes and subjugate, right?
Yeah.
One thing you can tell right away, and the way it functions, is that it is much like other things here. It seems to have this sort of temporal magic flowing around it. While it is sort of green in nature, you see these specks of blue and red floating around it. And you can make the assumption, much like some of the other mechanisms you've run into, that perhaps the hourglass might help, but you don't know how.
Don't know how. Okay. Just visually, what does it look like?
He's got a picture up right now.
Yeah, I mean like in game. So I'm looking at the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like energy is like swirling around the book? Like
yes, it is sort of swirling around the book, that green-blue energy that makes up its body.
Could I make out whether if that were slowed, I could reach through it?
Yeah, I'll say with that Arcana check, you feel like you might be able to. Now, you don't know what might happen sticking your hand in that.
Yeah.
So getting hit may become an issue, but you feel like you might be able to pull out that book.
Okay. I take it doing all that was my action, so I'm actually
yes.
on my turn now.
All right. Horus. Nefertiti is floating in the air, but just right above the sarcophagi.
All right. Oh, you said I can't use my divine channel divinity, huh? Because I'm depressed.
You can make a charisma check to resist it.
Oh, right away or at the end of my turn?
The beginning of your turn.
Oh man, charisma. Hey,
you pass. It is not suppressed. You're able to connect with Yasni just for a brief moment.
All right, guys. What do you think? I think I can save her.
I don't.
I'm the Redeemer.
Okay, buddy.
I'm gonna. I have this. I'm not gonna use this because I don't think that it will work at all. But I could try to persuade her that she should switch sides. No. Okay.
Hey, listen. You do whatever you want to do.
Do it. I'd love it if it actually worked.
Oh man.
She said she's gonna kill us no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think this lady. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm Horus the Redeemer, and I believe that everyone can be saved, but I'm gonna have to negotiate from a stronger position. you know.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna smash this lady in her face with my warhammer.
You're being redeemed. Do not resist.
You're being redeemed.
Redeeming your ass.
For a 21.
21's gonna hit.
All right. Do I want to pump a divine smite into that?
Yes. Yes.
Just bump it all in there.
I'm gonna pump a 3rd level divine smite.
Yes.
All right.
So this is gonna deal 8 from. I rolled because I have my improved divine smite, and I have my spirit shroud, and then I have my what's going on here? What do I have? Oh, I already have this. I did it twice. Sorry, guys. This is only
22.
Well, this second radiant is like I double rolled my 1d8 for improved divine smite, but I also haven't rolled my
your
regular
smite
one yet. So I'll just roll one less 1d8. How many is it for a 3rd level? Plus
you're
she's
good.
undead, right? Well, I haven't rolled my divine smite.
I see
yet.
what you did. I see what you did. Yeah, I got you. Roll that divine smite.
It's at 3rd level. It's 48.
Believe so.
And then she's undead, so it should be 5d8, right?
That's correct.
Let me make sure. I don't want to cheese it. Yeah, it's plus 1d8 for each of that. And then if they're undead, all right, I'm rolling it. Oh, wait, I'm going to roll. Okay, there. Sorry. So it's... Because I rolled an extra d8 on my attack by accident, so...
That's right.
It's 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 18 is 40.
Oof.
40 damage.
All right. A mighty blow as you smack her across the face. She sort of recoils back a bit and hisses. And as a legendary action, is that the end of your turn?
Probably, yes. I'm gonna say yes because.
All right. She's going to cast a cantrip.
Ooh.
And she is going to reach out and shocking grasp you.
Oh, holy shit.
For 17.
All right. Whew. That's a spicy meatball.
She's a spicy bad guy.
Now I'm going to take that 17, but hey, I'm going to take that 17, but I have Radiant Rebuke from my crown thing that I got.
Your Halo, your deal with the devil.
My deal
with the devil Halo.
Which I think I get to cast at like level 9 or something.
Yep.
As a 9th level spell.
But I only have 9 of them total.
Correct.
Yes.
So we're gonna cast one though, because I feel like now's the time.
I think so.
As I rebuke.
Oh. All right. How much is that? That's 7.
Now she does get a dex save to take half, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do her dex. Let's see. Does she have? Does not. All right.
Oh, and
oof. All right. You ready?
It's not that 11. I'm ready.
A 4.
Hey! 47 plus 17. 64.
Jeez.
64. Wait, hold on. Why do you have improved divine smite?
No, I didn't count that because that's a global modifier, but it's just the 47 plus the.
All right, 64. Woo! You feel a sense of pride after you've gotten the piss shocked out of you. And it rushes off of you, and incinerates her as she recoils back. Pretty fucking spooked by what just happened. And she goes,
What? Devil magic? You fiend.
That's right. The power of hell, lady. That's what I got.
She seems genuinely like concerned, like as if she has interacted with devil and demon magic before. As you remember in the mural, the Menthis was fighting against devils and demons.
Oh, that's right.
All right, Ahmed.
All right, Ahmed.
This hulking machine.
He calls over to Zin. He goes, Zin, is this thing sentient?
I don't think so.
Zin, I'll give you, because you did roll really good, I'm going to give you an ability that it has, or a trait that it has, because you know of this machine. You've studied it, you've seen it in some tomes.
I will pass that on to Ahmed.
Resistant to subtle manipulations of the mind. Resistance to psychic damage. It lacks a true consciousness. Furthermore, it's immune to charmed or frightened. Oh, yeah. Gosh. Okay.
If you can get rid of its divine Spain,
yeah,
I can go beat it up.
Well, let's see. What am I gonna do? I think. So it's resistant to psychic, right?
Yes, it is. It is not immune. It is simply resistant to it.
Okay, sounds good. Jeeves, he's like, "Don't worry, master. I'll help you." And he casts Mind Sliver. But also, he has to he casts Mind Sliver, and then that also means that he must.
It only got an 11.
Okay, so he fails. So he must take subtract 1d4 from his next saving throw.
All right.
And then Ahmed's gonna go, I don't know how much this will help, El Chad, but good luck. Get in there, bud. And then he casts Hold Person.
You cast it reaching out, and the machine, it seems unaffected, as it is not a humanoid. It is a construct undead.
Oh, okay. El Chad was worth a shot. And Ahmed's gonna run over here in the corner, and then that's his turn, I guess.
All right. At the end of your turn, it looks over at you, having seen you cast something, and time begins to flow. The sands around its body swirl as it merely disappears, appearing.
Oh boy.
As if between a blink, El Chad, would you like to go?
Yeah, El Chad's got a plan here. He's gonna move 20 feet to here. He's gonna try to smack it with his...
16 will hit it. You feel like you just barely hit it.
Another flame whip.
That will hit as well.
And then I'm gonna throw some base level improved divine smites, even though he has some resistance.
All right. The only thing I need to know is the radiant separate, which is fine.
Okay, so he's gonna take 19 kinky damage.
19 kinky plus 4 fire.
Yep.
23. And then radiant, he took
26.
Well,
34,
you can't
30.
add your improved divine smite to that. So
Oh, I get to hold on. I get to also make my save
20
for the turn, which I got to do. Which is a
yes.
What save was that again?
There's a charisma.
Oh, but I don't get my plus 5 to that, do I?
You do not get your plus 5 to that. So it would be a 20. So you did pass it.
Yeah, I do make it. So I can improve divine smite him.
Okay. Ooh. You hit him. Boom. Much like you expected. The radiant doesn't quite go through as much as your normal smites tend to. But the fire and the whip did. Sort of scarring and marring the outer body of the creature.
All right, and then I'm gonna go jump back 5 feet and taunt him a little bit.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
That'll be the end of your turn. All right. Nefertiti, pretty fucking pissed, as you might have expected. She is going to look at you, Horus. Pretty cross.
She's a little upset.
Pretty upset. Let's see, which of these?
I'm gonna wag my finger at her and I'll be like, "Don't you smack me."
She ain't gonna smack you. She's gonna reach out her hand to you and point with malice. As this sort of sickly necrotic rune appears in the air in front of you. And then I need a wisdom save.
All right. Wisdom save. Ooh.
That is not going to do it.
So I do get my +4, but it's just 11. So.
As you boom, 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 you feel this curse come across you. And when it does, a couple things happen.
I have bardic inspiration. Can I
roll a 1d10?
Can I roll my 1d10 on my wisdom save?
You can roll a 1d10 on your wisdom save. So where are we? We're at
11.
11. So 9 or 10, baby.
Come on, lucky. Come on, lucky.
Come on.
Damn it. Dang it.
You feel like your body become weakened as this curse is put upon you. You lose the benefits of divine sense and lay on hands for 1 minute. Your paladin aura is suppressed for 1 minute.
Oh, never mind. That wouldn't get you up there anyway.
And you are vulnerable to necrotic damage for 1 minute.
Oh boy.
And I think it's at this point she then reaches out with her other hand, this lich-like necrotic hand, because she attempts to sap your strength.
Ooh, now a 20 is not going to hit me in my sea dwarf armor.
Yeah, as she's repelled, the sea dwarf armor kind of glows with some runes as she seems to like not quite be able to punch through the sort of veil of it.
Yes.
All right, the Ankamos. It has last hit with divine energy. So it is. Oh, I need to roll this. That's what it is. Blue. All right. I need El Chad, Zin, and Ahmed to make well, you can make Arcana checks or perception checks.
All right.
$17, $15. All right. Zin and El Chad, you see what looks like some of those sands coming off of the creature and sort of heading in your direction. Almost like inattention to you. Ahmed, you see something similar, but you are able to realize that this creature, this aura it is exuding, would change if certain criteria are met, and it seemed to flow towards you when you hit it with that, or when it was hit with Mind Sliver. But once El Chad hit it with that radiant damage again, with the smite, the sand seemed to shift towards him.
Okay.
But now we're going to get into what it does. And that is that it lifts its hand up and then turns and begins moving towards El Chad.
Ooh.
And it is going to reach in and slash at El Chad with these withering claws.
The 30 will hit.
All right. It is just going to be 12 slashing right now, but I will need a con save.
All right, that's going to be 16 and...
You are inspired, El Chad.
That's a crit fail.
That's a crit fail, irregardless.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you are swiped by these claws, you all see El Chad's beard grow a little grayer as you age 10 more years.
Oh, shit. I'm fucking 55 now?
Yeah. If you reach 100, you will die.
Uh-oh.
And it is dealt 12 plus 16 necrotic, which is 28. Cool. All right. How would you guys like to shuffle your turn orders around?
Oh, does he get hit for reaching in or no?
He does not. It says if he moves in.
Okay, that's fair.
I think I think Ahmed would like to go first, if possible.
Yeah. Do you have haste?
I'm about to group haste us with the.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's also probably going to haste him, but we'll see what can happen.
Something crazy might happen with him. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right, so Ahmed is first. Who would want to be second?
Let me go second if we have haste, because I can do a bunch of shit.
All right.
If I have haste.
Are you all right with that, Zin?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right, Horace, do you want to be at the end?
Yeah, I'll go at the end. I'm
All right.
kind of in a different plane of existence.
Ahmed.
All right. Let's see what's he gonna do. All right, Ahmed is going to take the hourglass and flip it so that we've got a big haste aura. And then what is he gonna do? He is going to, I think that doubles his speed, right?
Yes. Haste gives you that.
All right.
Let me get the aura on you so that everybody can see it. Bloop. Right. When it does, you see the machine, all of the sands inside of its body begin to swirl rapidly as it seems to have trouble kind of holding itself together. You want the hastened hourglass section.
All right. The hastened, while momentarily speeding up Akmos' actions, disrupts his internal his stability. He gains vulnerability to all damage until the end of his next turn as the rapid fluctuations strain its undead form beyond its usual resilience. Okay, so if he's naturally resistant to psychic, does this mean he's no longer resistant to psychic?
That is correct.
Okay. Would we know his name or no?
You would know. It's not his name. This is a machine that is called this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This is only one of what the Grand Empire would have had many of.
Correct. Okay. Well, then what we're going to do is...
If you move over here...
Don't haste me.
I'm not going to haste you.
Don't haste me, bro.
We're going to have Great Value Ahmed come here. And he is going to... He's going to cast Inflict Wounds at 6th level. Oh, sorry. I've got to click that on 6th level. Inflict Wounds should be this. Oh, man.
Inflict Wounds will hit.
How do I tell it to do it at
Oh, you
at that
click
level?
the name. Click the name of it. And it... Oh, wait, no. I don't know how to do
Oh,
that.
here we go. All right. Bonk. All right, so 15 necrotic.
You reach out and... Don't worry, Master. I got this. His hands glow green as he touches this undead creature. And nothing happens. It is immune to necrotic.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
It's
Okay.
working!
I think it's working.
Now, when it looks at it, it looks at Great Value Ahmed, and you see those sands moving towards it.
Oh, no. And then Great Value Ahmed then, as his bonus action, buffs El Chadigan with another Bardic Inspiration. And then that's his turn. That's so funny.
At the end of your turn, you see that again. It can move in this pretty fast way now, and it is going to attack as one of its legendary actions.
Oof!
Swinging a withering claw at Great Value Ahmed.
It misses.
It misses, swooping past him. It's working. I'm weakening it. Now, Master Al-Chad.
I got you, Great Value Ahmed.
Wait, Ahmed, can you move him one space down? Great Value.
He
Ahmed,
quickly
so-
runs. He reacts at the speed of hearing your words as you ask him to move one space down, and he does.
He like fatty rolls. Like
Yeah.
he rolls out of the way of the attack.
All right, that's turn.
All right.
Then do you want to go, or do you want me to go?
You go, because you're going to fuck him up, and then I'll fuck him up after you.
All right.
Just keep this line here open.
Okay. I got you.
Ooh, like a lightning bolt or something.
All right. Is his Bane's aura still activated?
I'm sorry, what?
Is his Bane's thing still activated?
Yes, he still has the Divine Bane, but it is now, instead of him being resistant, he is he is
I
now
think
just
that-
neutral.
I make that charisma save.
You easily make that charisma save.
All right. Now we're gonna do a bunch of things here. So, Yasni's Eternal Flame Talisman. So that's an extra 1d6 radiant to all my attacks, and then I have haste, so I can attack 4 times, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you can naturally attack 2, right? As a paladin.
Okay. Oh, yes. And then
So it
an
would be
extra-
3 times.
Okay. We will attack 1, 2, 3. All of those hit.
Those all hit.
All right. We'll roll damage on those. And then we'll add...
I'm adding it up while we do this. So
okay.
I figure you'll just keep rolling and I'll just keep adding.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we'll cast Improved Divine Smite. And then we'll cast that at level 3. And then Improved Divine Smite at level 3. And then Improved Divine Smite at level 3. And Elchad's running out of spell slots. And then I'll roll the extra 3d6. Bam. And then there's an extra 3.
Plus 3 to that. Oh, that's 142 damage is what I ended up with.
Oh my gosh.
As you, whoo, your blade glows with this holy light. What do you fucking just like omni slash this motherfucker?
Basically.
Choo choo choo. Like hits him with all the divine, boom, 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 slicing and dicing. And as he does, you guys all notice glowing in the air because there's like little specks of radiant energy left in the air. It's the symbol of Yazdi. And then it boom blows with this sort of divine light, and the creature falls as the sands begin to fade, turning into regular sand, and a book slides out.
Oh man.
Well, that's awesome, guys. But where's Horace?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, what's is that all you do, Elchad?
Yeah, I mean, I could technically do more, but Elchad prudently goes back into his aura over here. He's not sure. He's not sure if this thing's dead.
All right. All right, Zen.
Okay, Zen is gonna go up and collect that book. I think he's just at 30 feet. There we go. I guess I get hasted here.
You run up and grab this foul book. It's bound in green leather with this sort of spectral flame glowing on its cover. As you pick up the book, make a perception check.
Okay. As I pick up the book, I think of all the times I shouldn't have just picked a fucking book up. Where's my perception here?
I ain't reading.
11. All right, you pick up this book. Having slayed your foe, now you need to figure out this deal with Horus, I suppose.
Actually, I'm gonna look at our mod and say, if we passed, like, can you conjure, what's his name? The wizard we're doing this for. Yeah.
Manannan said once you guys got the book, he would know.
Yeah. So Manannan knows. So hopefully he'll do something, and Horus isn't just stuck there with Nefertiti's.
I'll say you guys feel a sort of presence the moment you pick up the book.
Ooh.
However, nothing has happened as of yet.
Can I start identifying the book while I'm in haste here?
You can.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
You are going to very quickly check out this book. This is what it does. I will let you read it over while we swap over to Horus.
Nice.
All right. Now, Horus, I could see
the creature being defeated. It's the silhouette.
Yeah. So seeing that.
Oh yeah.
Make
a perception check, actually, really quick.
All right. All right. Perception.
Nope. All right, you're good. Creature beaten.
All right. I'm gonna hop up onto this coffin.
You hop up, but then realize that you can kind of float.
Oh. I float up onto this coffin. And I'm gonna point my warhammer at a Nefertiti here. And I'm gonna say, "It's over, Nefertiti. I've got the high ground. And I'm going to use my...
It's not over yet.
Oh, say that again?
It's not over yet, is what she said. I didn't want to have to change my voice again.
I'm going to use my channel divinity to do Emissary of Peace. And I'm going to say, you don't have to die today. We can be friends. We've got what we came for. I want no troubles with you.
All right, make a persuasion check.
All right, with a +5 to this roll. A 28.
All right, I'm going to roll her thing in secret. Yes. Well, that's an interesting roll. She looks at you, Horace. looks down. You could tell she's very conflicted, even behind that sort of skeletal visage. And then she is going to say to you,
You need to leave. But why not join us?
Oh.
Oh, you cut out for me for a second.
Yeah, you're cutting out real bad.
You could join us. Be a ruler, a king. We need only your divine power.
Ooh. That's a tempting counter offer. Tell me more.
But you have worked with devils and demons.
No, I
What
defeated.
makes this any different?
I defeated the devils. And they bestowed this upon me.
Then you hold great power. And you would hold great position here.
Position.
I merely ask. Go, see Memphis. Do as he asks, and you will be rewarded 1,000-fold.
And, you know, it never hurt to see what somebody has to say, you know? I mean, no, we should talk things out and learn each other's perspectives. No promises.
If you do, I will call up my machine.
I mean, we've all dabbled in a little bit of necromancy.
Come now, my mouth.
Horace will do it. He'll go see the boss man.
Then I will open the way.
And Horace, you are gently touched and shunted back
What?
to the material plane.
Oh. Hey guys.
Oh. Fancy seeing you here.
Yeah, you know, I had to put some words in with that old Nefertiti character. Her head was not on right, you know. I had to do a little verbal readjustment.
Huh. Surprising. I didn't think
Chad-
that she would go for anything like that. She seemed pretty bent on killing us, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, Yasni works in mysterious ways, my friend.
Ahmed, do you stop the haste?
Do I
Oh, please stop that haste, by the way. I don't
Yes,
don't wish
of
to
course.
die.
We don't want to age to death. That's true.
Zin,
Yes.
you see the creature next to you. The sands recoil around its body as it sort of limbers itself back away. However, it seems to have a different purpose as it moves towards the sarcophagi. Do you guys move out of the way of it?
It's not actively hostile to us, correct?
It is not hostile, and you can tell this because the Guardian of Faith does not attack it.
Okay. Yeah, I move out of its way.
As it reaches into the sarcophagi, moving this massive slab out of the way of it, revealing an ominous tunnel underneath the sarcophagi.
Topical.
Wait, is there a tunnel in this temple?
This is an even more ancient tomb. It appears to have been perhaps a secret passageway to what you can assume is the actual sarcophagus of Menthis. But as this happens, Zin, you will hear a voice.
You have acquired the book?
Yes.
Well, I must admit I am rather surprised. But you've done better than the other group, who've seemed to dilly-dally as to what they want to do. They seem even unwilling to bring me the item I desire. Can you believe that? Me, Memphis, being sidewind like this. But, or Mananan, I'm sorry, I'm saying Memphis, Mananan. We got a lot of M's.
I was wondering if that was in-game or not.
Mananan, to be pushed aside when I desire something, even knowing the consequences of it. But a promise is a promise, and I wish to become square with your master, Ahmed. So, merely desire to leave, and I will be able to pull you from this maze.
Why is the other group suspicious of you?
The item I require is causing a moral dilemma with them.
Oh, one of those pesky moral dilemmas.
Morals
we don't
are a flexible thing for us arcane users.
This is quite the book you wanted us to get.
It was necessary to allow you to leave the maze. I will forgive your other group's transgressions if you give the book to me.
Kind of addressing the room and not Mananan. Zin will say, or just note and ask why they think this creature opened a pathway to its master for us.
It more than likely was attempting to parlay you in some way, more than likely trick you. The Grand Empire worked in rather uncouth ways, and we're a bit more heavy-handed with what they do, so I can assume that Memphis, being the arcane user he is, as you well know with us wizards, more than likely has some nefarious plan for you. So you should just pack up and leave. Or don't, and die, and I'll have to tell Niart I couldn't do anything about it.
What do you guys think? Should we hear what Menthis has to say, or should we hand this book over to this guy?
Isn't it merely desire to leave and we just get pulled out of here?
That is correct. But you will be more than likely running into another maze controller. This tomb does belong to Memphis himself, so I may not be able to excavate you as quickly as I would like, or I should say, perhaps you like.
Well, what do you got? What do the rest of you guys think? What do the paladins think?
I think we should ask him a question.
Like what?
Well, he's a powerful wizard, right?
Yeah.
I am an Anin. I am the most powerful wizard there is.
Except for Zin, obviously.
No. And Zin laughs along with him.
And wizards need supplies. Okay. And so, if he's, well, what if the real question is, what is the name of your toad supplier?
Are you asking me this, or Zin?
Yes. No, I'm asking you this.
Well, I have many toad suppliers. You're going to have to be more specific.
South African horned toads.
It's Bingo Bobbins.
Why, that would be, who was it again? You're talking about the Southhorn Bullywugs,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Oh, well, that would be Tiny Bobbins.
I don't know. It sounds like we could trust this guy. He has actual suppliers that he hasn't killed yet.
Well, if he killed them, then he'd have to get new ones, right? Like,
Yeah.
And the logistics of that are far too troublesome.
And,
My time is rather valuable. Much like this conversation is starting to drag on it. Make your decision quickly. Do not interrupt me. I am busy with your other compatriots.
And what are they getting for you again?
They are getting an item called the Moonlit Scroll. It does not matter to what they're getting, or how, or why, or anything of that matter. You got the item that I requested. Your group was successful. If you would like, I can clap. Congratulations.
Oh,
now,
thank you.
Make your decision on whether or not you want to leave. If you do, I can pull them from their maze, and we can be done.
well, what do you guys think? Actually, why don't you guys put your heads together, see what you come up with. I got to see a man about a horse, and I'm going to start climbing down into the coffin slab.
All right. Mananan is remaining quiet. It seems like he's focusing on something else, whilst you deliberate as to what you're doing.
All right. Well, I'm really curious about the rest of the maze, guys, but if you guys want to leave, I guess that's also okay with our med.
Will Mananan take us out again later? Or he wants the book, though. Like, he won't take us out unless we give him the book.
Well, he just needed the book to get you guys out in the first place. He wanted the scroll, but the other party hasn't done it and is having moral quandaries about doing it. So he is a little less, like, hopeful that they will do it. So he did say that if you gave him the book, that would be enough.
Does he want us to go get that scroll?
I mean, if you're willing, he will send you there.
Let's
split the party and have civil war.
What's the rate on that scroll?
Oh, it's Borderlands Civil War.
Oh no.
Guys, I think we can get back to Mananan. We're not going to
slinking off to.
Yeah, what is Horace doing?
So he went to the ethereal plane, came back, and is in a real hurry to jump into a coffin now.
Yeah,
he's just loving this coffin climbing.
Yeah, I just got to see a man about a horse.
Is that Nefertiti's in him?
And do I still have this curse that you put on me? Probably not, right?
You do not.
Cool, but I am still blessed, I think.
Blessed.
Hashtag blessed. But I'm going very slowly. I'm lumbering along in my seed plate.
You are lumbering along rather comfortably. The rest of you, when you look down into this thing that he jumped down into, there is almost this sort of black fog or smoke, very lightly billowing. It's not enough to obscure your vision, but enough to show that down there is a much more sinister presence. However, Horace seemed entirely oblivious to it.
I think Horace is possessed, guys.
Guys, we got to follow Horace. Keep him safe. Mananan.
Swearing about it, Zin gets into the coffin.
Yep.
Too.
So does our med. Master, I'm coming too. Maybe
I'm coming too, Master.
This isn't the first time I've jumped down a coffin.
He jumps down into the thing, and our med. Well, actually, all of you are going to notice this. As you guys all jump in, there is this cold, awful feeling. It's the equivalent of, because you're all adventurers, you've all come close to death before.
Mm-hmm.
This is that feeling. That feeling of you drifting off into the afterlife. El Chad, you know this feeling very well, considering you've actually died. This hallway, while Horace was walking down it, and it was this beautifully sort of laid out pathway, although it was old and decrepit, you guys jump down, and while it does look like stonework initially, as you begin walking down it, it has this almost fleshy-like texture.
Cool.
Almost as if there is this organic hallway. And it seems to be pulsing, as if drinking from the very walls of this place.
We're in a colon.
Guys, this is gross. But
yes, Master, this is very unsettling. As you look, and like part of Great Value Ahmed's face is like turning to sand again.
Ooh.
As it seems like in this place he is having trouble keeping his like form.
Oh, Jeeves, you're not looking good.
Is there something on my face?
It's just a bit of sand, actually. Don't worry. You look fine. You look fine.
All right. Make a charisma check, or charisma save, Ahmed.
Sure.
As you do, you suddenly start hearing a voice in your head. It's Great Value Ahmed. And he's thinking to himself, "Oh, I want to please Master as my own self, as me, as I'm Ahmed.
Please yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm Jeeves. I'm Jeeves, my own person." Take that as you will.
Take that as you will.
As El Chad, you jump down here, and you get that feeling again, much like when that aura was activated. It is not suppressing your divine powers, but you feel your connection to Yasni being strained to its absolute limits.
Guys, I don't think this is a good idea.
Well, we have the time-bound tear. Time-bound tear?
Well, that's true, but we'd have to fight that guy again. Wouldn't we?
Yes, time would revert back to when you last long rested.
Well,
then again, we could probably beat the living shit out of that guy.
Well, you could. I literally couldn't touch him. I could only Call him names. But
mean names.
Mean names. But that's neither here nor there. Horace is farther down. We've got to go get him.
Horace, you meanwhile have made your way to the end of this hallway and have climbed up, revealing a sarcophagi, one that is floating with the lid floating above it and being set to the side as a figure stands up from the sarcophagi. A hooded black figure with gold and black sashes and gauntlets. His face shrouded behind a hood with glowing red eyes and what looks like these gray black tendrils hanging limp in front of his face. As you see this.
Oh, man.
And as you walk up, he is going to say something to you.
Horace. That is your name, right?
He clears his throat. Yes, that's me. I'm Horace.
Nefertiti's told me of your desires.
No, I always wear my my gauntlets to bed.
But what if you didn't have to? What if you could have whatever you wanted?
Ooh, tell me more.
I am Memphis, ruler of the Grand Empire. You may know me as the Faceless One. But even here, I can give you all you desire. I merely ask for your divinity.
I don't know. I've already broke my oath once. I feel like Yasni would be a little pissed if I did it again.
Why do you take oaths? You are one strong. Why not make the decisions for yourself? Become what you want. You have slain devils. You have fought against machinery that would destroy heroes much weaker than you. Why do you prodle along as some servant when you could be the master yourself?
Well, I wouldn't expect someone like you to understand.
Oh, I understand well. I was like you once. I followed a god. But that god betrayed me. And so I took my path as my own. I did not let others make my decisions for me. And I ruled as a grand empire.
But your empire is destroyed by those those very people that you enslaved rose up against your tyranny.
And those people, do you believe them to be as good as you? You know them.
No, I mean, they did found the Gloomhaven Empire, which is also not so good.
Correct. And they were ruled over by the Dark Lord Ben, one of my many slaves that I kept at bay. But when free to make his own decisions, became unruly, made deals with demons, devils. But you could make a choice. Make decisions for humanity, for the prime material plane, not some outer world.
I could use evil for good.
Whatever you need to tell yourself, the facts don't change.
So are you like a god now?
I am not a god. I am merely someone who wishes to give humanity what they deserve.
I'm gonna need a little clarification on that one. That could be a trick question.
I am not some divine deity. I was a man, just like you. But I was a man that had purpose. I wanted us, humans, to rise to greater powers. To a place we deserve.
Well, what would you suggest then? What, in Paladin school, they taught us that if we follow the path of Yasni, that he will save humanity.
And how
the
well
heathen
has that
race.
gone?
Well, my friend El Chad has saved the world from the Ghost Lord and the Dragon Lord and some other bad lords.
The Ghost Lord.
Yeah.
He uses that name now. Would it, help your decision if I told you the truth of this Ghost Lord?
Yeah.
The Ghost Lord is Thraxis, one of my minions, who attempted to usurp me and my greater purpose. He wishes to strip all life from your land.
Well, we
And
won't
you
let
know
him do
who
that.
aided him in escaping?
Who?
A paladin of Yasni.
Chadamus.
Correct. He used the eyes of Yasni to escape this place with Thraxis. I assume they're still together.
So, if I hunt down this Chadamus for you, then you'll give me power to save humanity?
I will give you that power and more.
Well, this sounds like a quest.
A quest indeed.
As this is going on, the rest of you are sort of catching up. Horace is standing there and is talking out loud, and you're hearing kind of this muffled reply. You're able to pick up most of what Memphis has said, but you can tell that this is a psionic thing. Mm-hmm. He is psychically projecting his voice. And as you move closer, the sort of beautiful stairway that that Horace used to walk up here is, again, from your guys' perspective, this fleshy, pulsing room. All of this room is made of this material. As he is sitting sort of in this sarcophagi, you see that he is sort of attached to it, similar to like almost like an H.R. Giger sort of chair, right? As he seems to be, all these tubes are pulsing, as it seems to be that he is drawing strength from, again, the walls itself. You guys can make Arcana checks as you come around the corner, at least you and Ahmed, Zin and Ahmed.
Seems like a legit emperor.
Yeah, I'll do an Arcana check. 1 second.
Emperor of Man.
Mm-hmm.
Does my bless help that at all?
Yes, you can add a d4.
Okay, 19.
19. And then Zin, I believe, has to make an Arcana check.
For my character sheet there. 8.
Zin, you were so freaked out by what you were seeing. I think it's hard to really
probably
sort of process it. Ahmed, as you walk in here, you're looking at Menthis and you're kind of putting 2 and 2 together. Somehow Menthis is drawing strength from this realm, maybe the Maze of Monsters as a whole. It seems like what this is made for.
What the maze is made for?
Or at least what he is repurposing it as.
I see. Horace, let's go.
You are free to leave.
Can I hear my friends? I guess I can. All right. Well, keep in touch. As I turn to Ahmed and I say, well, hey guys, I didn't hear you come in.
Yeah, well,
I think you were busy.
Yeah,
I still have my gauntlets on.
Not all sins are with your hands, Horace.
He goes, why is Menthis letting us leave? What'd you tell him?
Oh, I told him that, he asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said I want to be a hero and save humanity, and he said that he could tell us where the Ghost Lord is.
Didn't we already defeat him?
Apparently not. And guess what, El Chad? Chadinus is with him.
Oh. Interesting.
So I say we go over there and fuck those guys up.
Yeah.
What does Menthis get out of that?
Well, he just doesn't like those guys because they betrayed him and destroyed his empire. So he's really just being catty, I think.
And what did he offer you to do it?
Nebulous, I will say. But he seemed legit.
You want a tangible reward, I assume.
Yeah, he said he's going to give me something tangible.
Ask him what tangible reward you'll get.
What tangible?
Ask him if he can get us out of this fucking maze.
Yeah, he said we're free to go. But what do we get?
I believe I already told you about the power.
Yeah,
but if you want something more tangible for the now, come here, you two.
Yeah, come on, Zin.
Okay.
This I took from that paladin.
Ooh.
Use it. You may be able to find him with it.
Ooh. Look at this.
And for you, wizard, I have something you more than likely want.
As Menthis sort of puts his hand up and snaps his fingers in green flame, he conjures a spell book. You see him carefully flip through the pages using his psionic sort of telekinesis until he gets to a page, and then he rips a page out of it, bounds it in sort of this leather band and this green flame.
Some of my knowledge for the road.
See, look at that. Forbidden knowledge. Trust people more, Zin.
Beautiful.
I only make you evil. Not too bad. Could be worse.
Just a haunting echo of the evil wizard Memphis.
Yeah.
I can
faint, unsettling whispers.
I can offer you that arcane knowledge and more. All I ask is you do what you do best as heroes and slay.
We are good at that.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. Right, guys?
Yeah.
All right.
And we don't even have to sign anything.
Yeah. How will we know where Thraxus and Chadamus are?
They will make themselves known. Thraxus more than likely is attempting to corrupt the world tree and extinguish all life.
Oh. Well, where's the world tree?
Come here.
I'm already pulled over. I can't pull over any further.
He's basically gestures for you to lean in.
I'll lean on in.
He lifts his long-fingered hand and he grabs your skull. And when he does, flashes, visions, waves of psionic energy swirl past your mind as you are thrusted further and further until you end up on Safe Harbor. Past Safe Harbor, past what was the Elven World Tree, past a large mountain range with a strange archonic sort of building, is a barren wasteland of dead trees, dead animals, and undeath. And sitting in the middle of this circle of undeath is a massive tree, its roots reaching down into the very earth itself and towering over the sky, leaning over everything like a comet ready to drop.
Now, do I recognize Safe Harbor from when El Chad was telling me stories of how he liberated it?
Yes.
Okay.
So you know, not only that, you feel like psionically, you know every way of getting there that you could possibly know.
Awesome. I feel smart.
Yes. Now, if you wish to leave, you can. If your friends wish to attempt to slay me, they are more than welcome to try. But I have no quarrel with you.
Alrighty. Well,
why does the Maze Keeper want your spell book?
Oh, good question. Then asking the hard question.
The Codex. It was a means of travel for me in the past. I used the maze as a shortcut from place to place. The Codex is weakened now, but I believe you will find it more than useful. I can assume, though, this wizard must want to use it. For what purpose, I don't know. But would it allow easy travel in the maze and in the dreamscape?
You don't seem particularly bothered by him having it.
A poultry wizard, I assume. And it is no use for me now.
Thanks.
Ahmed's gonna go, psst, guys. Guys, this guy's bad news. We gotta go.
All right. Yeah, I agree. Let's go. As I lumber slowly.
Well,
thonk, thonk, thonk.
thonk, thonk, thonk. You see Horace also like he stumbles a bit over some of the tubes and fleshy bits in this tunnel, but Horace himself seems unperturbed by them. As if he doesn't even notice he's doing it.
Just walking on through.
Oh.
It looks beautiful to Horace, right?
Yes. This beautiful hallway.
This is pretty nice architecture in here, huh, guys?
You like this?
What are you seeing, Horace?
Well, you know, just the sort of the stonework.
Yeah, it's beautiful stonework in here.
Yeah, it looks like a colon to me. I'm getting out.
Oh, that's a little harsh. I mean, we all have different architectural tastes, but colon, come on.
As you guys are climbing out, Ahmed, Great Value Ahmed kind of shoves past you a bit. Oh, sorry. And he climbs up.
Sorry, who?
Oh, Ahmed.
Your construct's getting a mind of its own, Ahmed.
I think you'll find that I had a mind of my own from the beginning.
Of course you did.
Yes, it's Great Value Ahmed. He's special, just like me.
Yeah, I think you guys stop being mean to him.
I
think he's special in his own right.
It is
Jeeves. I want to make
Wouldn't
that
you
clear.
like to be a pepper too?
It is Jeeves.
Are you all ready to leave?
Ahmed said, or Jeeves says yes before anyone else does. And I look at him. And I go, yes, we are.
And would you like me to collect your compatriots, Ahmed?
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Well, I don't know. Are they ready to go?
No, I'll leave them there. Fuck them.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're the only ones who actually did any work around here. We've got a book.
Wait,
why should they profit? Because...
I thought the other guy was getting us out. What?
No.
No, he just wants...
He offered to get us out, but I guess we have 2 offers to leave here.
Yeah, just take us back to I don't know, some safe, neutral place. I'm sure the rest of our party can get along on their own, you know?
Make their own decisions.
Exactly.
Who's in the other party right now?
I think we should have them instantly teleported here.
And, about the codex.
Yeah, I've got it for you.
You are going to willingly give it to me as you leave?
Yes.
Well, once we're in a safe location, I mean, you could teleport us into a volcano, right?
I'm going to return you to the places you were last left.
And then, you know, we can have some lunch and we'll give you the codex and maybe have a beer.
Do a debrief.
Figure out...
Where are you guys right now?
We're in the maze of monsters.
No, not right now, Horace. Where did you fall asleep?
Shellport?
Shellport. In Chad?
Shellport?
Okay. So I'm the only one from the north. Okay.
And, Ahmed, would you like to end up back where you were?
On the boat with Babs?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Well, then it shall be done. And he snaps.
As you guys are thrusted, the maze literally crumbles around you, as if its form is not quite being able to hold up its snuff. You guys begin tumbling, swirling, knocking back and forth. Before you, boom. Horace, Elchad, and Ahmed, you guys weren't in Shellport. You guys were with them on the boat.
That's right.
As you wake up, it is cold as shit, and you have been loaded into a car by the looks of it, which you recognize as the Rumbler. But it is Zin. As you wake up, you kind of and you are awakened. It looks like you were asleep inside of one of the libraries of the Dwarven stronghold that you were in last time. And outside of the room, outside of this library, you hear screaming and yelling. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not ominous.
Ooh, that's good.
All right.
All right.
Dude, that was a good
No
session.
way! That was fucking awesome!
That was a good session, man.
I agree.
Thank
That
you.
was good.
I enjoyed those lore dumps at the end. That's pretty badass.
Same.
Thank you. I was a little worried, but we managed to pull through, I think.
So does this mean that like next Tuesday that y'all are doing like this crew, or like are we waiting until Wednesday, or?
Well, now that we've done one chunk of the Maze of Monsters, I guess it's up to the party on what they want to do. We can do just Wednesday as Maze now, so that frees up Tuesday, or we can jump to the party in the south, because I don't think anybody there is part of the maze, right? Like nobody there is stuck in the maze right now.
I don't
No.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
it's
Aside from Zin, who's been returned back.
it's
There's-
Ool, it's Manicore, it's Dragul, and it's Samurai Jake, and Kristoff has Baps, Sam has the monk,
Jake.
Yoko,
Oh, Yoko.
I have Surprise, and then what's the other one?
No, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna hold off on that, what's going on in that group or in all the groups, until we get done with the Baps crowd's Maze of Monsters part, right? Because they're immediately going to get an offer to leave, at least at some point in the next part of their adventure, right? Or they can continue on, and we'll see how that goes. But I think if it goes on for too long,